Hi everybody, I wanted to make a really quick video about losing your flow when you're stressed or you're panicked or you're feeling scared. Excuse me, I have a coffee. I'm embracing new changes. I hardly drink coffee, but I've been drinking a lot of coffee recently, so enjoying my coffee. So I had this thing happen recently where I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, dealing with a lot of things that are putting a strain on me, dealing with government issues, forms, that kind of thing, hours and hours and hours spent on the phone, the uncertainty of not knowing if you're getting anywhere, not knowing what the outcome's going to be, but having to put lots and lots of hours into certain processes. And obviously dealing with that on top of illness and that kind of thing, and being a mum. So I just wanted to say about because I noticed that, like, I found it really interesting that when I've been really stressed recently, and stressed, panicked, afraid, crying tears and whatever, and trying to deal with things, what I found was that if I didn't take time away from those things that were causing me stress, and I didn't take time out to do other things like, having fun and doing the things that I enjoy doing and doing the things that distract my brain and relax me and bring me joy, things like watching films, watching my favourite films, watching new films, going out to a new place, doing a bit of shopping, that kind of thing, spending time with people, just hanging out and relaxing. And what I found was that when you're feeling stressed and you've got all these things that you need to do and you feel like it's getting on top of you every day, you've got these lists of things to do, what you can feel is that the things that relax you can feel frivolous, so you can have this treadmill feeling every day of, I've got to get this done, I've got to get that done, I've got this list, I've got to make 3 phone calls today, I've got to make another 3 phone calls tomorrow, I've got to get on top of all this stuff. And so taking time out felt like a luxury. It felt like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that because I need to get this done, I need to get that done. But what I realised was that it made everything worse if I didn't take time out. So my advice for people who are, if you've got lots to do and you're dealing with particularly lengthy processes, let's say government form filling and time on the phone and trying to make things happen, if you're having to deal with that stuff, my advice is take little chunks of time out to do the little things that feel frivolous. And it can be really little things like, every hour that you spend filling in forms or being on the phone, you might go make yourself a coffee. You might go and just go and do a bit of research, go and watch something on YouTube, go and have a little walk, do a bit of shopping, do, whatever the things are that bring you joy. Me personally, my music is a godsend. I've been listening to lots of music. Dolly Parton is keeping me sane, like she keeps my spirits up. So listen to the music you want to listen to. I love having my candles lit. I'll show you my candles. Lots of candles. So when I have to sort of knuckle down and spend 2-3 hours doing things like filling in a form, what you want to do is you want to make it as pleasant as possible. Okay, it's not the most fun job in the world. It makes me tired. I can get stressed. I can get upset, I can get frustrated, especially if I'm too tired to spend a lot of time doing things and I have to limit my time. So what you want to do is, if you've got to do the job, say, okay, I'm going to spend a couple of hours on this, but I'm also going to make myself a nice drink, I'm going to have a bit of food, I'm going to light my candles, I'm going to put my music on, I'm going to make the job more pleasant. So that's my advice for dealing with stressful things. Either limit your time and take time out to do the nice things that are going to relax you, because you're going to be more productive by taking time out. Like, it's been proven that if you just sit and spend hours and hours and hours and hours and you work yourself into the ground, it actually stops you being productive. It shuts your brain function down. You know, your brain can only do so much, it can only focus for so long, and then it needs time out. So take time out, and then when you have to do the jobs, make them pleasant and reward yourself. You know, you think, okay, I'm going to make these 3 phone calls. It's going to be stressful. It's not going to be the nicest thing. It might even feel like a waste of time. So at the end of each phone call, I'm going to reward myself with this. Or at the end of the 3 phone calls, I'm going to reward myself with this little treat for myself, you know, whatever that treat might be. So coming back to the flow, I've been being more creative recently, writing my blog again, which I've really loved, and it's just been a tonic. I've just loved doing it. It's been a voice for me. It might help other people. I'm naturally creative, and I wasn't creative for a long time, so it's been amazing to do that again. When I was really stressed, I couldn't come up with ideas, and I couldn't come up with solutions, and it felt very black. It felt very scary, trying to keep yourself going every day when I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And what I found was, by taking the time out and making sure I relaxed and said, right, I've spent a few hours on that, now I'm going to go and do something nice, now I'm going to go and do some other things, and spend time with people and, you know, do nice things. And what I found was that flow came back. So I suddenly woke up one day and was full of ideas and was seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and was having all these creative ideas. So it's almost like when you're really stressed, your flow gets blocked. You can't necessarily think of solutions. And then when you're less stressed, your brain allows you to start thinking creatively again and thinking productively. So just make it easier on yourself if you can. Spend time with your friends, you know, and do the things you enjoy doing. Allocate enough time to what you need to do, but make sure you're taking the time out and you're not stressing yourself out, making yourself ill by spending hours and hours and hours doing things. You know, you have to take time out because it does make everything easier. So anyway, I hope that's helped somebody. I know I probably tend to ramble in these videos, and this is a slightly longer video than usual, but you know, I think these lessons are important, and it's real life, you know, it's real things that we all go through, and you know, we should help each other get through these things and reach out to each other. So good luck with everything. Please like, please subscribe to my videos. Really appreciate all your support. I really love making them. It feels very creative. It's hard to imagine that a year and a half ago I couldn't look at myself on a screen. I still have a bit of trouble with it, but now I've just been doing it for so long that it doesn't worry me too much. So the important thing is that I'm being authentic and I'm helping people. So anyway, please like, please subscribe, please share my video if it's helped, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!